also CNN's Leila Santiago is in Mexico City, and John Torres is with us, Homeland Security expert and former acting director of ICE, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, so he can talk practicality. But Jeff Zeleny, to you first. We know that President Trump told ABC he wants this thing to start being built in a couple of months, but this has to be paid for by existing funds.
It does indeed, Brooke. And this was, certainly a presidential speech outlining the principles that he campaigned on to get here to this office, talking about the border and, introducing some family members of, who he talked about often through the campaign, whose loved ones were involved in horrible acts of violence by undocumented immigrants in many cases here. But, Brooke, what the president is doing is simply stating what he hopes will be done here. He is calling for some concrete things, expanding Border Patrol agents. He said that he would add some 5,000 Border Patrol officers. He said he would triple the number of immigrations, customs, and enforcement officers. But in terms of that wall himself, or the wall itself, this executive order is calling for a study of that wall, and there is going to be some immediate action. But this is just the very beginning of this, and sort of left out of that presidential speech there is specifically how it would be paid for. And Brooke, we're talking in the billions of dollars. Estimates here to build this wall are billions of dollars. Upwards of $10 billion. So many members of Congress in his own party are apprehensive about wondering how this will ever get paid for. Donald Trump, of course, says that Mexico will reimburse the U.S. for that. That is a very complicated and a very open question if that would ever happen, Brooke. So this is the opening gambit, no doubt here, a fulfilling of a campaign pledge, but it is important to remember this is the very beginning, not the end.
So on that billions, price tag, John, is someone who's held a number of senior leadership roles at ICE, and you oversaw a multi-billion